Fall River, Massachusetts, August 4th, 1892. A quiet, sun-drenched morning shattered by violence. Andrew Borden, a wealthy and stern businessman, and his wife Abby were brutally murdered in their home. The weapon? A hatchet, swung with terrifying precision. Andrew was struck multiple times while sitting calmly, and Abby was slain in the sitting room. The brutality of the attack shocked the small community, leaving them horrified and bewildered. The prime suspect, Lizzie Borden, Andrew's 32-year-old daughter. Despite mounting suspicion, she was acquitted. Yet, the questions lingered. How could the murderer enter and strike so violently without being seen? How could a family, seemingly ordinary, harbor such deadly secrets? The house itself seemed to absorb the horror. Visitors and residents later reported strange cold spots, footsteps echoing through empty halls, and a pervasive feeling of being watched. Eyewitnesses claimed to hear whispers when no one was around, faint cries echoing through the rooms, and the creak of floors under invisible footsteps. The Borden house became a monument to unease, a chilling reminder that domestic life could hide unimaginable terror. Even today, when tourists walk its halls, they say the air feels heavy, almost as if the house remembers that fateful day and the violence that stained it forever. On the winding roads of St. Francisville, Louisiana, stands the Myrtles Plantation, a grand antebellum estate built in 1796. Beneath its stately walls lies a history soaked in tragedy, violence, and betrayal. Some say the plantation was constructed over an old Native American burial ground, angering spirits whose presence would never be quieted. Over the centuries, the plantation gained the ominous title of one of America's most haunted homes. Among the many spirits said to linger is Chloe, a former slave. Legends claim she was involved in poisoning members of the family and now roams the halls, a restless spirit condemned to wander the property forever. Guests have reported shadows moving through the halls, doors slamming shut without cause, and cold spots so frigid they freeze the blood in your veins. Children's laughter has been heard echoing from empty rooms, and visitors claim they've felt invisible hands brush their skin or tug at their clothes. The Myrtles Plantation has a reputation for defying explanation. Staff speak of objects moving inexplicably, footsteps echoing in rooms no one is in, and a feeling of being observed even when alone. Every corner of the plantation seems steeped in sorrow and rage, as if the tragedies of the past refuse to rest. Here, the living are reminded that some spirits never truly leave, and some crimes, some betrayals, are too dark to fade with time. High in the Colorado Rockies, overlooking the serene town of Estes Park, stands the Stanley Hotel. Built in 1909 by inventor F.O. Stanley. Though it exudes elegance and grandeur, the hotel harbors a chilling secret. Countless guests and staff have reported strange paranormal phenomena for over a century, earning the hotel a place in American horror lore. Room 217 in particular is infamous. Guests have awoken to find disembodied footsteps pacing the room, doors opening and closing on their own, and piano music playing softly in empty spaces. Shadows flicker at the edge of vision. Figures appear where no one stands, and a heavy sense of being watched pervades the hallways. Some have felt invisible hands brush against them in the night, leaving goosebumps and terror in their wake. Even Stephen King, who stayed in room 217, reported eerie experiences that inspired his novel, The Shining. The Stanley Hotel's history is layered with unexplained occurrences: sudden cold drafts in summer, flickering lights with no cause, and whispers that seem to follow guests through corridors. Some say the hotel is alive, a sentient entity retaining the echoes of every tragedy, joy, and terror that has passed through its halls. For anyone staying there, the line between reality and the supernatural can feel impossibly thin. And the Stanley Hotel reminds us that some buildings are more than stone. They are vessels of lingering spirits,